we're going to do some exercises on just nice smooth takeoffs with the clutch. We won't touch the throttle at all. What we'll do is we'll start the bike, we'll pull the clutch in. What we don't want to do, which most people do as beginners, is they use all their fingers and pull the clutch in, okay? So what we want to do basically is run 2 fingers. If you're a small kid, 3 fingers. And we'll pull the clutch in, the bike's started. We don't touch any of this, we don't use any throttle. And what we don't do is we don't put our head down looking at the clutch, watching the clutch go out. We want to learn just by feel, okay? So what we'll do is, the bike's starting, it's in neutral, we pull the clutch in, we click it into gear, we look straight ahead, and we just let the clutch out nice and slowly, just a little bit, and you'll feel the bike just start to move a little bit. When that does, we just let it out nice and smooth until it's out. What Brad's going to do now is just a little demonstration on how we're going to do that. Okay, pull it in, stop, do it again. Then you spin him round, Brad. See how he's nice and smooth with the clutch? He's letting it all the way out. He waits till it just starts to grab and he just lets it out nice and easy. That's all we got to do. And what we'll do now is we'll just use a little bit of throttle, Brad. Pull it in again. So we're taking off a little bit quicker now. You notice how he's not looking at the clutch. He's looking straight ahead. So we're going on feel. We don't want to look at the clutch, we want to feel it, okay? The most important part of our race starts are our surfaces. Now our surfaces can vary from plenty of traction to bugger all traction, okay? Depending where you're going to sit on the bike and the amount of clutch and throttle we use on the takeoff. So it's a slippery surface today. We're going to get plenty of wheel spin. So for Brad, we're going to sit in the central position, nice and relaxed, okay? Our feet are going to be in front of the foot pegs. We're going to start off in second gear. We're going to be using 3/4 throttle. We're not going to sit there going braaap, braaap, braaap. We'll sit there going rah, 3/4 throttle. Another important thing we don't do is we don't pop clutches. We don't just dump the clutch, okay? We feed the clutch out. So basically we want Brad to let the clutch out by the time we come to here, which is say 2 meters, 2.5 to 3 meters in front of me. That's when the clutch wants to be fully let out. He'll start the bike, he'll pull the clutch in, he'll sit in the middle position of the bike, feet in front of the pegs, nice and relaxed, 3/4 throttle, and ride the clutch out a little bit. That was a typical start Brad's tried there. What he's used is far too much throttle. You can see how he's dug a trench. So he's dug a trench for a good sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 before he started to get some traction. So whenever you come on a new surface to try it, try a start. Okay, so Brad's tried middle position, 3/4 throttle. He's found out, hey, positioning's probably right. I can probably go back maybe a squidgen more. That was a better start, but he stuffed up because he had to pull the clutch in. So what we're looking for is a nice even takeoff. And realistically, if he's getting perfect traction, we should have his front wheel an inch or 2 off the ground the full way out of the gate, but all the way along. As we're shooting out the gate, Brad's letting the clutch out a bit later out here, say 1 metre or 1.5 metres out of the gate. As soon as he gets out and he knows that front wheel's not going to come up too much, you move your weight back. So he's on the starting line here, 3/4 throttle, rah, he's out the gate here. He's moving his backside slightly back to get the traction and clicking up the next gear, okay? Starting up here on this is our sort of typical grass track sort of scenario. Brad got a fair bit of traction and he lifted the front wheel, he didn't dig a big hole. So this is a situation here where we want to be right up on the front of the bike, elbows up, head over the crossbar, 2 feet in front of the pegs. Since we're getting traction here, this is where we want to do the 3/4 throttle. He's not going to dump the clutch, he's going to do that metre, 1.5 metres till it's fully out. Make sure he's weight forward, we're going to get plenty of traction here, which is going to make us want to sit up in the air, so we want to weight the front end.